Mom and Baby Flow here. My name's Jen. This is my daughter Naya. She is 4 months old. This is our first online class. I'm so used to seeing all your beautiful faces in person. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Really strange talking to a camera, but it'll be great. Finally get some movement in this pandemic. All right, so few things before we get started. I just really ask that you guys are at least 8 weeks postpartum before following along with this video, and that you have your doctor's approval to start with some exercise. These exercises are safe if you do have that diastasis recti, or if you've had a C-section. I had one with her, so but if you have any worries at all, definitely the place to go is your doctor, or even better, if you've been to my classes, you know I always recommend, if you have it available to you, go see that pelvic floor physiotherapist, because they're going to help you out huge. But I'm here just to make you feel good. So today's practice, it is beginner, and it's going to be designed to build some strength, but really just focus on some restorative care. All right. So we're going to involve our babies today too. A couple things you're going to want to grab is a little blanket. If you have a strap and block, that's great. Otherwise, you can use a scarf or a towel for your strap, a book pillow for your block, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So make your way to a comfortable seated position, sitting down cross-legged. If sitting down cross-legged like this, you feel some pressure on your knees or hips, feel free to come sit up on a block and let those hips drop open if that feels better for you. Bringing baby in, just gently close your eyes. We're gonna do some deep breathing to start here. So closing down those eyes, taking some time to slow down that breath. Inhale and exhale. Continuing that inhale and exhale at your own pace. Really just starting to bring awareness into your body. Noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere. Maybe you're holding your tongue to your roof of your mouth, you're holding some tension in the jaw. Just bringing that tongue away from the mouth. I don't know where you guys live, but I'm assuming most of you are in Alberta, so you probably have some tension in those shoulders. Just try to relax those shoulders down. Letting everything sink in. Taking one more deep breath together. Inhale. And exhale, letting it go, sighing it out if that feels good for you. Opening up those eyes, blink them open. First, we're just gonna start with some neck rolls. So dropping that chin down, bringing it to the side, rolling back and forth. And you can close those eyes down if that feels good for you. And then the next time that right ear meets that right shoulder, I want you to hold it there. Maybe reaching that left arm out. Taking a couple nice deep breaths here. And dropping that chin down again, rolling over to the other side. Again, reaching out that left arm, your right arm. If you remember from my classes, I'm really bad at mirroring, but I'm gonna try. We gotta honor our mistakes and we got mom brain. It's all good. And then dropping it down. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna reach that left arm up, and then just take a gentle side body stretch here. Maybe putting baby down in front of you, if they'll let you. Oh, you're okay. So we're gonna inhale up, find a nice side body stretch here. Imagine that you're rolling, that right shoulder open. Feeling that stretch about the side, along the side body as you reach with that pinky finger. Inhale. Exhale, coming back up. We're going to switch sides. Exhaling over. This time we're rolling that right shoulder back and open. You can use the hand on the mat here to press away and really push into that side body. Again, imagine that you're reaching as far as you can with that pinky finger. Inhale. Exhale, come up. We're going to add a bit of movement. Inhale, reach. Exhale, switching sides. Inhale, come back up. Starting to move with your own breath here. You're just really waking up that spine. You're probably going to feel this a lot in your core, especially if you're holding baby a lot. Depending on the side, you're going to feel it more on whatever side you hold baby. And coming back up to center, reach up nice and tall. Take a big inhale, imagine that spine growing. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. Placing that right hand on that left knee. Reaching back with that right arm. See if you can take that gaze back over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Reaching all the way up. Exhale over to the other side. Just noticing where you feel tension. Nothing should ever feel painful. You should feel it, but we don't want any pain. If you're feeling any pain, any pinching, back off a little. Inhale, coming back to center. I always say, even if you're an advanced yogi, after having a baby, I don't care what you say, you're a beginner. You're relearning that body. This is your new body. So be patient with yourself. Notice areas of tension and just try to really let go as you're breathing. All right, come over onto our hands and knees. I'm gonna bring Naya right in front of me because she loves this engagement here. So you want to make sure your knees are right under your hips. Your knees are about hip width distance, which is 2 fist widths if you want to check that. You're gonna stack so you have shoulder, elbow, wrist. Everything is stacked up there. And then we're gonna move through some cat-cows. So as you inhale, we're gonna roll up, roll those shoulders back, looking up, dropping the belly down to the mat. Exhale, tuck that tailbone in, rounding the spine. Gaze is towards that belly button. Inhale, rounding that spine. See if you can lift that heart a little bit. Looking up. Exhale, round. Now starting to move with your own breath here. As you inhale, drop that belly. Really allow those muscles to just hang loose. Have no tension here. And as you exhale, I want you to engage your core by starting at the pelvic floor. So start the small kegel. Inhale, up. Exhale, hugging that core. Again, remember, start that hug right at the bottom of the pelvis. Imagine that you're squeezing into a pair of skinny jeans, but we don't want to be too tight. Just a gentle squeeze. You got my hair. That's my most fun game, Mom. And then coming to stillness here, I want you to really find a flat back, find your foundation here. We're gonna wake up that core. Again, this is safe for diastasis. We all have diastasis. It just depends what degree you're at. So finding that core engagement by, again, hugging that pelvic floor in, hugging just gently. And then we're gonna reach that right arm up. If you're feeling stable here, we're gonna reach that left leg back. Imagine that you're kicking that back wall. We wanna really reach. Inhale, finding length, and then exhale, round that spine, bring that knee to elbow. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, rounding. Maybe we'll take on our baby as we're coming down. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, rounding the spine. Really have that core to lift that knee up. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach out one more time. And then see if you can bend that knee. Maybe we're gonna reach back and we can grab that foot. Taking a very, very gentle back bend. If this feels good, you can really kick into that foot. Yeah. And then letting go, dropping down. Just give your spine a little bit of a wiggle. Wiggle those hips out. Because we're gonna move right to the other side. Maya's raising her eyebrows and little baby hands. Not sure if you can hear her. Okay, so finding that other side again. Engage that core. Find that flat back. We're gonna reach out our right arm first, finding the stability, then kicking back that left leg. And then inhale, finding length. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, rounding, tucking that core. Inhale, reach out. Again, we're going to bend in that knee. See if we can reach back and grab that foot. Gently kicking into that foot. It's also a bit of a balance. And then exhale, gently letting go. Wiggling that out. We're going to flip our toes over. And then we're going to press back up, lifting those hips up and back. Finding our first downward dog. So adding some movement here, bending one knee and then the other. Finding that breath. We want to imagine that we're pressing the mat away. Maybe taking a bend in your knees and lifting those hips up and back, and then seeing if you can bring those heels down. And then we're going to walk our feet to the front of the mat. Just grabbing opposite elbows here, really allowing that body to hang. Back and forth, side to side. And then, when you're ready, slowly letting those hands go, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming to stand. Okay, we're going to pick baby up now. Not just because mine is fussy, but because it's time for, we're going to do a bit of a standing sequence. So this is the strength portion. So from the front of our mat, what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice wide step back. And you don't have to have baby here, but it's going to add a little bit of weight, a little bit of fun. Maybe. And then we're going to bend into that front knee. So I have my left forward, my right foot back. This is warrior two. So warrior two, we have nice wide legs here. If you take your arms out, they're going to be about, your feet are going to be about right under those hands. My front foot, the heel, is in line with the middle arch of my back foot. I'm sinking into my front left knee here, imagining that left knee is being pulled towards that pinky toe. I'm rooting into the edge of my back right foot. And we're going to bounce a little. Take a look at your arm. If, depending on what hip you have your baby, maybe you're opposite of me and you have your baby on your right hip. It's always better. You can also just stand like this if you don't want to add pressure on one side. Naya's favorite way to be held is out. So I'm going to hold her like this. If you don't have baby, you're going to reach both those arms out, holding them nice and strong. Are your legs burning? They should be. Sink a little bit deeper. Ooh, it's really burning. Yeah, that's good. We're going to straighten that leg. We're going to bring that right arm up. And we're going to exhale down just for this tiny triangle here. You want to imagine that you're rolling that right shoulder back, that left shoulder forward. You're adding a little, remember, check in with that core. Do you have that pelvic floor engagement? Get that Kegel going, but just a gentle one. You're going to reach out with that left arm if you want to feel that core fire up a little more. Inhale, exhale, come back up. Then we're just going to flip sides here. So flipping over, we're going to bring our back foot so it's parallel with the short edge of the back of our mat. Our front foot, we're going to make sure, again, that heel, I walked mine in a little bit if you watch me there. So it's in line with the arch. And then we're going to sink into that knee again. Bringing those arms out. Nice, like, I'm over this mom. This is the afternoon. I probably didn't pick the best time to do yoga with her. Her time to be happy is the morning. She's always happy. You're sinking a little bit deeper. Again, think about pulling that knee gently away. See, notice too, where your shoulders are. Are you leaning forward? See if you can stack those shoulders right over those hips. Press into the back edge of that back foot, sinking a little bit deeper. Your gaze, if it's not at me, should be right over that middle finger. Yeah, and this is called Warrior 2. Then straightening that front knee. Inhale, and as we exhale, we're gonna tip again, finding our triangle on the other side. What are you doing? Having a baby is definitely to this exercise. You're gonna feel a lot more in your core. So if that you're feeling that pinch in your back or anything, just set baby down. And then reach up. We want to imagine we're rolling that right shoulder forward, that left shoulder back. See if you can bring your body into one pane as if you were between two panes of glass. You might want to keep a slight micro bend to that front knee so you're not hyperextending. Inhale. Bring that bottom arm up for that extra core engagement. Coming all the way back to center. Awesome. So now we're gonna bring our feet out. So we're staying nice and wide. We're gonna find our goddess. I'm gonna pick Nat for this one because I'm gonna fire us up. So squatting on down into our goddess pose. See if you can really sink those hips deep. You might be up here and that's fine. Honor yourself. Whatever feels good for you today. I can actually feel my hip cramping up. I already did a bit of exercise, so now and if you notice, I do have a heater going, which it's, what is it, minus 42 here today, Celsius, so the extra heat is definitely needed. So sinking a little bit deeper, we're gonna add just a little pulse. Check in with that pelvic floor. Can you do that gentle squeeze, hugging all the way up? And when you're ready, you're gonna take baby and add finding stillness. We're gonna bring baby down and bring baby up. Bring baby down and bring baby up. Woo! I'm gonna bring her to you guys so you can see the smile. Oh, she's not gonna smile. She's like, no, I'm just looking at a camera. These are our baby bicep curls. You can see my arms working. Oh yeah. These 14 pounds add up. And again, we'll do that pulse. Pulse. I'll bring her back to me because this is about baby bonding too. Whee! Yeah. Yeah. All right, straighten those legs. Gently putting baby down. Maybe give them a tickle because they're gonna be sad. Inhale, we're gonna reach those arms up. Bring your feet so they're parallel. Exhale, folding forward. Maybe your hands just slightly come down today. If you can really just allow yourself to sink that heart forward. leading. See if you can keep a flat spine here as you fold forward. Maybe you can grab for those ankles, letting that head go. I'm gonna let Naya play with my hair here. Just breathe. Then we're gonna bring our right hand over beside our baby, maybe towards that, let's say our left hand, so I don't confuse you guys. Bring your left hand over towards that right foot. Twist open, pushing the mat away from you, really opening up, reaching through that right arm. Taking one more breath here. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, reach the arm up. Twist to the other side. Taking one more breath. Exhale, coming down. Finding that fold one more time. See if you can really allow that lower back to go. Feeling strong in those legs. You want to imagine that you're pressing into the mat and then just allowing your upper body to flow over, almost like a waterfall. So the legs are your foundation, and then you're just fluid in that upper body, letting everything hang. I'm gonna kick you. And then inhale, let's engage that core. Come all the way up. Maybe you're a little bit dizzy, so bring those hands overhead. Shake out those hips. We're gonna heel toe those feet together. And then we're gonna come down to the mat. So now, I always like to include babies a little bit. So we're gonna do a little bit of baby massage. So getting your little one in front of you. We're just gonna start at their feet, just pressing our thumbs into the bottom of those feet there, just gently. Then working our way up their legs. And you're just gonna gently squeeze, like you're checking the ripeness of a fruit. All the way up their legs. Coming up towards their hips. Nice, super ticklish. She thinks this is funny. When we come to their stomach, we can just do some nice rolls, always making sure that we're going clockwise. That's the way the large intestine works. So it can help move any gas that they have. And coming up to our arms, again, doing those gentle squeezes. I love sitting up. So you can always encourage them to sit up. I usually let her grab my thumbs and we'll just do a little sit up. Yeah, and then come back down. Good job. And then we're just gonna stretch out for them. So just very gently. And again, if they're resisting, don't pull their knees. But as you can see, when I start pulling, she kind of relaxes those legs. And then gently, I'm just gonna bring those knees into her belly. I'm not pushing at all. Let me give her hips a little wiggle side to side. A good way to get gas out too if they're really gassy. Yeah. And you can do that with their arms too, just reaching. She's not going to reach, she just loves bending and doing sit-ups. So if they'll let you, you can reach their arms out and then cross them over their chest. Give them a little wiggle, a little massage on their back. Yeah, and just end off with a little kiss. Good girl. Now she's happy. All right. Now we're gonna come down. So I'm gonna face you sideways just so you can watch me. We're gonna, how much time do we have? Okay, perfect, we have some time. So we're gonna, this is where you wanna grab your strap. I realized I did not use that box at all. I'm also used to teaching like an hour long class, an hour, 15 minutes even, so 30 minutes is a challenge for me. So grabbing that strap, we're gonna find a forward fold. I want you to keep those feet flexed. Just wiggle so you can feel those sits bones grounded down into the earth. We're gonna inhale, find length in that spine, and as we exhale, we're folding forward. So you can take that strap and let that strap guide you. We wanna try to keep a flat back here, a flat spine as we come forward. We're leading with that heart. Maybe you can go for that toe grab today, but just listen to your body. We're gonna stay here for a little bit, so we're gonna slowly come in. So inhale, finding length in that spine as you grow longer, and exhale, folding a little bit deeper, keeping that flex. I'm just gonna move as you're holding that, continuing to breathe. I'm just gonna move into the chair. Inhaling and exhaling. This crinkly butt. Both my kids, it was like the favorite thing. Just trying to sit right up by that chair. And then exhale, slowly coming up, letting that go. We're gonna bring our right foot in. We're keeping that left leg straight. We're gonna fold over again. So bringing your chest so that it's parallel with that leg. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, you can use that strap. That feels good. Just breathing here. Inhaling to find length. Exhale, letting it go. Coming a little bit deeper. Staying here for one more full breath. And inhale, letting that go. We're going to find a side body stretch. So inhale to find length. Reach up that right arm, and then as you exhale, reaching for those toes. Finding that side body stretch. So you want your right shoulder rolling back, your left shoulder rolling forward, and you're reach through that pinky finger. You should really feel this in your side body here. Remembering to breathe. Each exhale, let go of any tension. See this sinking a little bit deeper. And inhaling, coming all the way back up. I'm going to switch sides. I'm just going to switch directions so you can watch me still. So this time our right leg is forward. Our left foot is bent into that hip crease. We're going to inhale to find the length. Exhale, folding forward. Again, using that strap if you need. And maybe if you have more flexibility in those hamstrings and you have that foot, a nice little thing, because you're trying to square off your shoulders here. So keeping your shoulders square, that back nice and long, so we're not rounding the spine. And you actually cross over those hands, and you should feel a little bit of a side body stretch. Maybe that wasn't so good for you. So switch it back. But one little trick, one little thing I like to add. Taking one more full breath. You can let everything go up. And in, now coming up. We're going to take that nice side body stretch. So inhaling up that left arm. Exhale, reaching for those right toes. So this time, our shoulders are angled towards the legs. So we're rolling our right shoulder forward, our left shoulder back. Reaching with that pinky. Feeling that nice side body stretch here. Your bottom hand, it doesn't really matter where it goes. You can just relax now. Maybe you're up here. You feel it up here. That's fine. I know for me, I feel it on my left because that's where I hold her. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then we're going to come onto our backs now. Coming all the way onto our backs. We're going to take our right foot. We're going to bend it so it's 90 degrees, and we're going to cross it over our left leg. So staying here, if you're feeling this in your right hip, that's great. If you're not feeling it, we're going to pick up that leg and either wrapping your hands around the thigh or maybe even the shin and allowing, and then just gently pulling forward. You should feel this in your right hip. This is color. Laying down, figure four. Just really taking some nice deep breaths here. And exhaling, letting that go. Placing both feet down. Maybe we'll just windshield wiper our feet back and forth. We're going to cross over. And then Again, what we're gonna do is either staying here or we're gonna wrap behind that thigh or over that shin. A sad baby, so I'm gonna pick her up. You guys keep holding that. And then letting that go slowly. We're gonna windshield wiper our legs back and forth, side to side. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring our legs to 90 degrees. And then we're gonna exhale, we're gonna drop them over to the right. Bringing our arms out to a T position. Not sure if you can hear me anymore. Is somebody sad? You're okay. I'm just gonna put her on her belly for a second. So our arms are out at our T. We're dropped over to the right. Feeling that nice twist in our side. Inhale, using that core, bring your legs back to center. Exhale over the other side. Dropping those knees down. You guys stay there. I'm gonna pick up this fussy little girl. The benefit of me recording this is you guys can hit pause. But if you're ever at my classes, I used to do a lot of bouncing, teaching and baby soothing at the same time. That was when I had heartburn. Time flies. And when you're ready, inhale, bring those legs back to center. I want you to give them a nice big hug as you're laying on your back. Then exhale, bringing out those legs. Working our way down to Shavasana. You can either come on your side and maybe nurse baby here, or maybe hold baby onto your belly. We're going to come back to that breath. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing that natural breath to return to your body, closing down your eyes. Maybe noticing how baby feels against your chest. Allowing your whole body to feel heavy here. Feeling that connection with the baby. Staying here as long as you need. Thanks for joining, you guys. If you liked the video, please be sure to like and share, comment. If you didn't, move on. No, just kidding. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Namaste.